Welcome back to Be Musing Bill. Good to see y'all. This is going to be a request. This is more or less a spotlight because I've never heard of them before. This is a super group called Cemetery Skyline. And this is for one of our biggest supporters, Gay. Thank you so much. Now, Gay told me already that this is a super group made from members from Dark Tranquillity, Insomnium, Amorphous, Dimmu Borgir, and a band called Sentenced. And I've never heard of any of them except for Dimmu. I don't remember where, and I don't think I know any of their songs, but I know the name. And I think that name comes from, and I could be wrong, I could be off by a word or a syllable, but I think it comes from the book Dracula. But I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, I digress. So, Cemetery Skyline, the name of the song is In Darkness, and the official video right here. I'll bring up the screen for you. And I'm going to hit that subscribe. I'm going to smash that big thumbs up right there. Give them love, folks. The link will be below so you can do the same. And if you would like to support this channel, those links are below as well. If you'd like to become one of our Patreon members, listen, there's even a free level if you just want to be part of the family and help the train roll out of the station. That would be awesome too. We love you guys. I love all my Patreons. I love the whole family, you know? So she said she thinks I would really like this. And she knows me pretty well. I mean, she's always been hitting him out of the park. So let's check this out. Kids, buckle up. Cemetery Skyline in Darkness. Before I get too far here, Victor Brandt. That's a nice little catch. Before I get too far, let me just let me see what else they have in here. Oh my God, this came out 3 days ago. We're talking brand spanking new here. Michael Stein on vocals, Marcus Van Halla on guitar, Santeri Kallio on keyboards. Victor Brandt on bass, and I got you on that one. Vesa Ranta on drums. And there's lyrics. Sweet! I love when there's lyrics because that means I'm going to do the lyrical dive down and make the experience complete. So, let me just back up here. I like the sound of it already. The production is fire.
Nothing lasts forever in our own minds. We knew it could not happen, and silence so resigned. The end knows no forgiveness to the night. I don't want this to be something I cannot control. The dark in our minds seem to take on a life of its own. With every day in an absence of light and time. I don't want this to be our life.
That's awesome. I was not expecting these vocals. Honestly, I thought it was going to be more like harsh vocals or more intense. So actually hearing it, smooth and crystal clear, it was like, wow, I wasn't expecting it. And then he sounds so good. Really, really does. They all sound good. The production is fabulous. And I love that synthesizer sound in the beginning. And throughout, actually, it's underneath pretty much everything. It's got a nice little drive to the song. And I want to go back and catch some more of this right about, yeah.
The dark in our minds seem to take on a life of its own.
Like that.
With every day in an absence of light and time. I don't want this to be our lives. In darkness and out of control. What could eventually be so far from what we are, where nothing seems to matter in the end, lost without an insight, while trying to escape. Never will our mindset let us out. I don't want this to be something I cannot control. The dark in our minds seem to take on a life of its own. With every day in an absence of light and time. I don't want this to be our lives. In darkness and out of control.
On the verse parts, his vocals remind me, and I can't believe I cannot remember his name. Pretty sure it's David, and I can't remember the last name. Reminds me of Depeche Mode a little bit. Even like early New Order. Joy Division became New Order. Even like early New Order. If you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I can't believe I don't remember his name, but if you know Depeche Mode, especially like in into the late 80s and 90s even, kind of has that sort of vibe. Just such a good voice. Oh.
I want this to be our lives. In darkness and out of control. In darkness and out of control.
Nice.
I don't want this to be something I cannot control.
Wow. I tell you something. Maybe because I'm old school metal, you don't see too many guitar players these days playing with their guitar slung low in that really cool rock and roll way anymore. Not much. I see a lot of guitar players playing really up high. They'll even like steady themselves on their knee to be able to, accurately play. Nothing wrong with that, believe me, especially when things are very intricate. Nothing at all wrong. But from an entertainment standpoint, to see a dude having that thing slung low and he's just throwing it around as he's flying around that fretboard. I love that, man. That is just, oh, it gives me chills. I love seeing that. It's just more visually pleasing, really. I mean, and it just looks so damn cool. The solo, nothing incredibly difficult, but super tasteful. And I love that it didn't end like I was expecting it to. You know, after a while, you start to feel like, you know, they're going to do this part, and then he's going to move into this section, and then end, you know, on something high. But no, it kind of cut it off right back to vocals. Very, very cool choice right there.
I don't want this to be so.
Let me just a little bit on the end part of that. That's such a cool part.
I don't want this
See?
to be something I cannot control. The dark in our minds seem to take on a life of its own. With every day in an absence of light and time. I don't want this to be our lives in darkness and out of control.
Nice. Wow, very nice. That's a cool tune. Really, really cool. Really well done. I like this group. So, all right. So, vocals, Michael Stan? Or is it Michael? So I have to figure out what groups these gentlemen belong to in the list that Gay gave me here. But all great musicians. All right. And a great video. I really, really like this. All right, lyrics. It never really started, yet we have reached the end, 'cause nothing lasts forever in our own minds. We knew it could not happen in silence, so resigned. The end owes no forgiveness to the night. The end owes no forgiveness to the night. Great bar there. I don't want this to be something I cannot control. The dark in our mind seemed to take on a life of its own, with every day in an absence of light and time. I don't want this to be our lives. Right? So I don't want this to be something I can't control. The dark in our mind, you know, negativity in our mind seems to take a life of its own, with every day in an absence of light and time. You know, I guess, you know, just in your mind, does it matter really if it's day or night or, you know? I don't want this to be our lives in darkness and out of control. What could eventually be so far from what we are when nothing seems to matter. In the end, lost without an insight while trying to escape. Never will our mindset let us out. Wow. So I think this is all about the darkness within you, you know. Maybe it's keeping you down. Maybe it's ruining your life. Really, really thought-provoking lyrics here. I'd love to hear if you guys have any thoughts on this, if you know more about this, if you're kind of feeling the same vibe I'm getting off of this. And let me know what you think of the song, too. Gay, I hope you like this. I certainly did. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, your love, and you've always been there for me, and I cannot stress that enough, that I'll always be there for you. So this was cool. Really dug it. Going to do some more Cemetery Gates. I'm going to have to, and maybe check out some of these other bands, too. Methinks. So until the next time, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and remember, Uncle Bill here loves you guys. See ya.